Hello everyone, I am Faniraj and I am pursuing my final year undergraduate in electrical engineering at IIT Tirupati. The paper I have chosen for my presentation is about ONET, an overall convolution network for segmentation tasks. Convolutional neural networks have recently been popular for classification and segmentation through numerous network architectures, offering a substantial performance improvement. Their values has been particularly appreciated in the domain of biomedical applications, where even a small improvement in the predicted segmented region compared to the ground truth can potentially lead to better diagnosis or treatment planning. Training convolutional neural networks usually needs thousands of images that can be beyond reach in biomedical applications. A sliding window pattern, also known as patching process, can make a network to be quite slow, and it is prone to localization accuracy. Therefore, more advanced CNNs are developed to address these issues. Two of the frequently used CNNs are UNet and pyramid scene parsing, that is PSPNet. PSPNet uses parallel layers to pool information with different resolutions. This network combines local and global clues to make the final prediction more reliable. However, it can miss information by not extracting higher order features using deeper layers. On the other hand, UNet is based on highly deep layers providing depth information from an image. It uses successive layers where upsampling operators replace pooling operators. These successive layers can increase the resolution of the final outcome, while high resolution features from the contrasting path are combined with the upsampled outcome to increase localization in the final output. And another important CNN network is VNet, and ONET is the one which we discuss now, which is overall convolution network. This architecture specifically designed for biomedical segmentation. This architecture is built upon the advantages of PSPNet, which has been used frequently for various applications. More local context to enrich the information required for final segmentation by considering different encoders and improving the decoder side. The ONET decoder uses different convolutional and pooling kernels to acquire deeper information from images. We discussed the architecture in two stages. One is enriching the local context, another is training CNNs from scratch without using the predefined functions, etc. So as we can see here, the ONET decoder and other CNNs architectures are shown in this figure. The ONET decoder layers are illustrated in A. Here the brown layer shows the resizing function to return the convoluted result to the original image size. It combines different pooling layers inspired by PSPNet. Detailed information on how the CNNs are connected using encoders and decoders is shown in figure B. The top right side of the panel B provides detailed information about the decision-making layer for ONET. Coming to the ONET architecture, CNN for segmentation contains three major components: encoder, decoder sites, and decision-making layers. The encoder layers extract features while the decoder layers try to map the extracted features to the pixel level of an input image. The decision-making layers can combine the different layers and apply the final decision for the segmentation task based on the extracted features. In addition, training parameters and data augmentation can significantly affect the results. We also discuss about the parameters being used in training, which we discuss the methods used for comparison and the experimental results. Now let's talk about the encoder side. Here we take three encoders and compare these results with ONET, UNet, and the PSPNet. These encoders are simple encoder, VGG encoder, and ResNet encoder. For a simple encoder, the pooling layer size is 2 by 2, while the convolution layers have a kernel of 3 by 3. The VGGNet encoder employs the same pooling size of 2 by 2 and same kernel size of 3 by 3 as we see in the simple encoder. Finally, coming to the ResNet encoder, which has 5 branches with various kernels. The ResNet consists of identity and convolutional blocks. Second, third, fourth, and fifth branches have 2, 3, 4, and 2 identity blocks respectively. Coming to the decoder side of ONET takes advantage of different pooling layers being inspired by PSPNet as we discussed earlier. Different pooling layers combine the results with the original input to mix the local and the global context. The decoder module includes 5 divisions with 4 different pooling kernels 1, 2, 3 and 6 and one layer which passes the input to improve the final localization. Each layer has one pooling layer, one convolution layer and one batch normalization layer and one activation layer, followed by resizing component to return all the images to the original input. Coming to the decision making layers, as discussed earlier, 5 branches from one of the 3 encoders we used are the input of the decoder module. The output of the decoder module is 5 branches. Then we combine these branches and apply a convolutional step, that is one convolution layer, one batch normalization and one activation layer. Then dropout layer to reduce the chance of overfitting. Another convolution layer following by the image resizing component is used to have the original input is used to return the original image resolution as output. An activation layer with the softmax function is used to differentiate the segmentation classes. So the datasets used. Here we use 2 datasets, BEST and brain scans are used. All images are resized to 256 by 256 pixels. The BEST dataset is in grayscale, which is one channel, and one of the brain dataset is in grayscale, and the other another brain dataset is color images, which consists 3 channels RBG to make different complexity levels. We use the same BRA TS dataset with the same number of images. However, we add 2 other channels T1 and T1 GD to make color images. So the metrics in training and measures of comparison. The segmentation performance is measured using 2 parameters. One is dice similarity coefficient and other is dice weighted. We extend dice formula considering weights for each class based on the number of pixels for that class. So coming to the results, as we can see in the table 1, the dice results for all 9 networks are summarized here. Here we use ONET with the 3 different encoders and decoders and PSPNet and UNET, and we compare these. The name of the networks shows the encoders plus decoders. The head and tail depicts the results for the first and second half portions of the training epochs. The best network is colored in blue for datasets and training phases head and tail. Coming to table 2, a summary by grouping the testing sets results based on the decoders and encoders. Amongst the encoders, the simple encoder achieved the best performance for head phase, while Resonate had a higher dice for the tail parts of the training phase. The best encoder is colored in green for each dataset. ONET remains the best encoder. The best decoder is colored in blue for each dataset. So coming to the limitations of the ONET, one of the major limitations of ONET is the required time for training that might take up to twice as a UNET convolution network. And other limitation of ONET is saving the weights needs twice more space than other as we see in the other CNNs. So thank you.